What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fantasy Addiction Network. Today we are previewing Week 15 Seahawks at Panthers. Over-under for this game is 48 right now. Implied point total is Seahawks 27, Panthers 21. This game is very important for the Seahawks. Panthers don't really have much to play for at this point. Seahawks just got kicked in the mouth on Sunday night versus the Rams. I think they come back and win this one pretty handily. I actually like the under in this one. I don't think we'll quite reach 48 points. I don't think the Seahawks will actually need to score that much. I think their defense is going to play much better this week. But let's look at the fantasy options. We'll start with the away team, the Seahawks. Carolina is actually pretty decent against the pass, and they're likely not to put up too much of a fight. I don't expect Carolina to hang in this game for very long. So with that, I don't think the Seahawks are going to need to rely on Russell Wilson too much in this one. He's not the worst option, so it's not a must bench, but I definitely would consider starting someone over him if you have a quarterback in a better matchup. From a running back perspective, Carolina is the worst team in the NFL against the running back. And with Rashad Penny going out for the season with the ACL injury, Chris Carson is a must start. There's really not any running back except for Christian McCaffrey that I would start over Chris Carson this week. Wide receivers, Lockett has really let us down. The last 3 weeks have been down games for him. He had a little bit more work in the game against the Rams as he had the past 2 weeks, but really hasn't been himself coming back from the injury. Josh Gordon is getting a little bit more involved in the offense, and this is a decent matchup where Carolina typically allows on the season they're number 8 in points allowed to the wide receiver, but I'm expecting a lower volume pass game in this one, so I'm looking to stay away from Lockett if I can. If I have to start someone this week, I'd start Metcalf, but there's really no guarantee between Metcalf, Lockett, and Moore who's going to end up doing the best here. So if you can pivot off of all of them, that's probably the smart play, but if you have to start one, I'd go Metcalf. On the tight end side, Panthers are very bad against the run, and again, because the Seahawks are a run-first team, I'm not expecting there to be a lot of pass volume in this game. So I'm really trying to avoid Hollister as well. I'm really just trying to avoid any options in the pass game in this one. Yeah, someone's probably going to end up having a good game, but it's kind of hard to predict who it's going to be, especially in a game that I think the Seattle defense and Chris Carson are going to get most of the work. So other than those two, I'm trying to avoid the rest of the players in this game. But as I just mentioned, for the defense, Seattle has had 2 consecutive games with a defensive score, and Kyle Allen on the other side of the ball likes to turn over the ball. So being that it's a game on the road, it's a little bit harder, but I still like Seattle a lot in this one. So if you have them, I think they're a good start for you. All right, on the Panthers side of the ball, Seattle is middle of the road against the quarterback, and Kyle Allen might have an okay game, but you're not trusting him in your playoff matchup this week. Probably trying to avoid him even in 2 quarterback leagues. Christian McCaffrey's matchup proof. You're not benching him ever. On the wide receiver side, Seattle is about number 15 on the year against the wide receiver. So they're not great and they're not bad. They're right in the middle. I think in this game, it's definitely a must start for Moore. DJ Moore has been pretty consistent all year long. Samuel, is an okay flex. I would definitely consider flexing him if you don't have a better option, but I'm not crazy about that either. There's probably a better option on the waiver wire for you. Tight ends, Ian Thomas is the guy to look for here. Seattle is second in fantasy points allowed to the tight end position, and if the Panthers are playing from behind, as I expect, then I love Ian Thomas to have a really good week this week. Seattle, very much like Arizona, just does not know how to defend the tight ends, and Ian Thomas looked great last week. I don't think Greg Olsen will be back this week, or possibly not even for the rest of the season, so I think Ian Thomas is a really good play going forward. And then from a defensive side of the ball, they might get a few sacks, but I'm not looking to play a defense even at home when it's likely that they're going to lose. And I think Seattle definitely is going to come out and play a lot stronger in this one, so I'm not looking to play the Panthers defense. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We will be posting the rest of the previews for this week and content for the rest of the season, so we would love if you would like and subscribe on this video, and we will see you in the next one.